Hello, 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 hello. It has been a while. By which I mean probably a couple days, 4 days. We streamed Genshin yesterday, so if you've been watching me live whenever I go live, then it's been a day, and if not, happy to see you again. Anywho, last time I said the next stream we do before we get into the I guess the anniversary event and the weird other side quests, we have a new Arcadian Tales, which is the last little bit of story content we have to cover in 4.2. Kind of hope that we would get more of these, because I don't think, got any in, yeah, we didn't get any in 4.1, and then we had, quite a few, actually, in 4.0. We covered all of them. But, and so laughed the masses, we have one little Arcadian Tales to cover. And based off of what some people have said in some of my comment sections, Blood of the Lone Wolf maybe means this ties into Skott. Maybe we'll give Skott a funeral, and maybe my theory of him finally showing up as a ghost imagine back in 4.0 when I said that will actually happen. It didn't happen in 4.1. Maybe it'll happen in 4.2 during this quest. I really hope it does. Because Skott is the GOAT, and I miss him. We went on a path of vengeance and murdered Fullwish on his behalf, just like he would have wanted. He said all the way back at the beginning of 4.0 that if anyone was going to do harm to us, they would do it over his dead body. And they did it over his dead body. Well, anyway, head to the designated location, planarcadia Seafeld TV. Blood of the Lone Wolf. Alpha Wolf's investigation diary. Okay. How did a hacker like me end up doing detective work? Honestly, she just offered to pay way too much to pass up. I mean, sure, I've never done this kind of job before, but truth be told, how hard can detective work really be? Bullet argumentation, mystery of the Borison Village, ace badge attorney, ace badge attorney, the Seafeld Finn Chronicles, Resurrection of the Wicked, the Aha family is dead. Haven't cleared all those deduction games for nothing. Come to think of it, Can is pretty closely tied to this whole case, so I might as well bait her into joining me. She has been solving all sorts of bizarre cases in Planarcadia lately, so she should be of some help. Weird though. How come I never noticed she has this talent before? Alright, Vanessa told me before that when she first met Can, she pulled some supernatural stunt and scared the life out of her. It was honestly hilarious. Don't tell me Can is afraid of ghosts. I gotta take this chance to give her a good scare. Great, so it's not the wolf that I wanted, but I'll take a side quest with Silver Wolf. That sounds fun. Oh, I forgot how happy-go-lucky the Seafeld Tower TV theme song is. The main theme here. Probably because it's no longer under attack, and it's fully operational again. In the last stream, we did a little bit of a tour with our little guys from Bubba Weekly. Just as a little bit of a recap. Normally, I save the Bubba Weekly for the end, and that'd be the last little bit of content we did, but I kind of felt like just doing it first this time, so that's why the last video was that instead of this. Alright, so we gotta look for a quest. Looks like this is it here. Timid odd job worker. So you're the one who posted on Boba Weekly about the TV station being haunted? Yeah, it was super creepy. Now I just can't shake the feeling that someone's always there watching everything I do. And today I saw it with my very own eyes. A little girl vanished right in front of me, like a ghost. Oh, it is going to be just Silver Wolf. It's just a ghost, right? What's so strange about that? This is Planarcadia. Oh, come on, little raccoon. You think I can't tell a ghost when I see one? The reason why it's scary is that little girl. She's clearly not a ghost, yet she vanished right before my eyes like a ghost. Just like that. Never mind, just forget about it. When and where was the last time you saw that ghost-like little girl? Thank you, little raccoon. Now I can head to work with peace of mind. Last time I saw the mysterious girl was near the station director's office. Anyway, I'll be counting on you to go check it out. Alright, station director's office. Can I just take the elevator there? One punch. Head to studio. Oh, station master's office. Talk to Paraprince. Wait, my objective is talk to Paraprince? Oh, I didn't put the new mission as my direction objective yet. I should probably do that real quick. Stop right there, despicable Can. How dare you show your face here again? This is the very place you killed me. Wait, this isn't even the place where the showdown took place. Close enough. Since you're asking who I am, I didn't. That's not how it works. You gotta ask, otherwise we're not getting anywhere. Okay, who exactly are you? Thanks for cooperating. That's right, I'm none other than the almighty Alpha Wolf. Didn't see that coming, did ya? I did, because I read the quest description. Not amused. Whatever, you probably figured it out already. Yeah, I figured as much. It's totally unexpected. I thought it was foolish here to fish me off. But you gotta admit, that was a pretty cool entrance, don't you think? So what brings you all the way out here? See that mountain of chairs? Full Wish was standing right in front of it. She was about to put on an acrobatics show when we got here. Don't you want to know why she built that mountain of chairs? Because I'm dying to find out. You know what? I was curious why there was a mountain of chairs. I think I'm not going to bother to go and find the footage of it, but I'm pretty sure I pointed it out several times. So I snuck in here to access the security cams and see what went down. You snuck into a TV tower for this? You might want to put your skills to better use. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Do I look like I got nothing better to do? You don't want me to answer that question. Okay, you're probably right. But this time I'm actually here on business. Long story short, Pearl wants us to dig into where the Sinwish Syndicate got that mask from. You know, the one Sunday is holding right now. This whole thing probably involves other IPC departments, so Pearl can't trust any of the locals. In comparison, a mercenary like me is actually more reliable. After all, it's easier to pin the blame on me if anything goes south. But anyway, I'll put the mask thingy on hold for now. I'm here to investigate who killed Skott and the Sinwish Syndicate. Isn't it the Daybreak Squadron? Someone's got to be calling the shots behind this bloodbath at the end of the day, and Pearl wants me to dig them up. Speaking of which, messing with that Skott guy back on the Xianzhou was pretty fun. It's a shame he got taken out all of a sudden like that. He and I go way back. I don't even know what to think. I think you're probably more upset than I am. After all, I only met this guy once, and that was in the... Silverwolf interacted with Skott during the... one of the possible endings of the March Hunt event. What was it, like something of the Pristine Blade? Saga of the Pristine Blade or something? The March Hunt skin event. Hunt form event. Which makes me wonder which ending is canon, but the fact that we're referencing Silverwolf's ending right here might mean Silverwolf's ending is canon? Question mark? Can you tell how sure I am? I only met this guy once, and you're his actual, old friend? Oh, Ting-Yun! As expected, turns out you're the ghost-like little girl, Miss Silverwolf. Benefactor, what brings you here? Speaking of dead girls... Miss Terror in Fog. Are you here to watch Director Fullwish stack chairs into a mountain too? I've kind of already forgotten that's why Silverwolf says she's here. Alright, Blood of the Lone Wolf. Exchange information with Ting-Yun and Silverwolf. Thought of Full Wish stacking up a mountain of chairs is intriguing, but I'm not here today for acrobatics. for an acrobatics show. General Yao Guang has requested that I investigate the conspiracy behind Full Wish. I assume you two are here for similar reasons as well? I've got nothing to do with this. I just got here myself. Well, I assume Yao Guang wants to know where Full Wish got the Shuhu particles from. Because that's still a mystery, technically, right now. It's assumed that Full Wish got it through the Intelligentsia Guild, because she probably picked up Marcus Antali's research project when she was on Garden Star. I got nothing to do with this, I just got here myself. Come on, don't ruin the mood. Just pretend you came here with me, will ya? Guess there's no point in hiding it from you. Truth is, we're here to investigate the Sinwish Syndicate case and track down where they got that mask from. You know, the one that you swiped. My sincerest apologies, that was not what I intended. And tell us, what are you here to investigate? Consider it an apology. Truth be told, I'm here investigating the origins of a certain item. Shuhu's flesh? Man, I was right on the money with that. Mm-hmm. That's precisely why I followed the rumors here. Since we're both investigating Director Full Wish's affairs, perhaps we could join forces and put our respective talents to good use. This could work. But how exactly are you planning for us to work together? Right before we met, I found a business card among Director Full Wish's relics. Well, I wonder what relic set Dr. Full Wish uses. The business card belongs to a small company called Noctis Trading Co., Ltd. The Xianzhou Merchant Guild in Planarcadia informed me that this company has been conducting smuggling operations behind the scenes. Noctis Trading, huh? It made me wonder, why would someone prominent like Director Full Wish keep a shady company's business card? She probably needed something from them. So I asked the local Xianzhou Merchant Guild to fabricate a transport assignment and arranged for a representative from the Noctis Trading to meet with me. Oh, I get it. You plan to infiltrate this whatchamacallit company and have me provide hacking support to help you get the information you need? Information we need. Makes sense. How about this? You meet with that company while Can and I hit the top of the TV tower, providing remote support by tapping into the tower's signal strength. Interesting. Here, take this ether sticker. Just slap it on the computer where they stored important data, and you'll be able to hack, and I'll be able to hack it remotely. What about me? What do I have to do? You'll be the brains of the operation, obviously. That's what you do best. What do you mean that's what we do best? Thank you both for your help. I truly appreciate the efficient communication like this. We'll be in touch once we've reached our destination. Now to make my way to infiltrate the Noctis Trading. See you soon. You sure do love going behind enemy lines. Please don't tease me like that. Alright, does this actually lead upstairs?
Not a mimic? Not interested.
This is a dead end. And a mysterious guy with a fedora. How do we get to the roof? Oh, that's right, we gotta go through here. Through the interplanar jump thingy that Silver Wolf did. Is it gonna make me go through the whole thing again? Was there not an space anchor on the top that I could just go to? I'm gonna see a space anchor there, and I'm gonna immediately be very upset when I get there. God damn it, there was a space anchor here. Also, it looks like I could have just taken the elevator here. Is Yao Guang up there? Oh, wait. I just remembered. I watched George's live stream. This is actually a Furbo, so I'm going to ignore it. More interplanar jump. Okay, how do I get up there? Oh wait, we have the summon thing. Help bot upgraded. Provides trampoline. Ah, the spikes! Alright. Ah! Ah! I made it. Oh! Free money. Grab all the Pix coins. Button and a button. That's a lot of spikes. Spin, spin, spin. Spin, spin, spin. Alright. I will stand on this button and wait for you, my friend. Okay. Da 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 ba ba ba. Ow! That was mean. Ow! Spin jump. Alright, we made it. There's a lot of work to get to the top of this tower. And very disorienting, nonetheless. Are we almost there? Alright. Oh, we can't go up these, I guess. We made it! All the way to the top! We'll come aboard the helicopter. Oh my god, it's all the way back to the bottom, isn't it? Because there's a helipad on the roof. Jeez, this really was a long tower. We went all the way down. That's really cool that they put this little way you can go up and down the whole way. Now imagine if I accidentally sent the helper bot into the helicopter ahead of me and it hit the switch. That would have been really annoying. But then again, I guess I could just jump off the tower. There is no fall damage, right? Oh! Helicopter blades are spikes. That makes sense. We are so high up. I can barely see the ground from up here. We're here. I should be able to use the TV tower's signal transmitter to hack into all of Seafeld City's systems. Just hold on a sec, let me fine-tune this. Benefactor, I've arrived at the Noctis Trading. How are you guys ready yet? It seems Silverwolf is still hacking. Any minute now. Seafeld City system architecture is a total mess. It's like a bunch of headless, writhing tentacles. Kinda gross. Give me a sec. Let me pull up a security feed first. Ugh, oh boy. The routing is a complete mess. How do people here even survive with such terrible infrastructure? Found it. Should be one of these 4. Let's verify manually. Let's go with D. Huh, this looks like an office. Guess this should be the place. Oh, this is it. Ting Yun, we found it. Ting Yun, once you're inside, we'll remotely hijack the electronic devices in the room, dispatch them, use that window to plant the ether sticker. I'll give you the... and I gave you on their computer. Right, the ether sticker. I already forgot about that. Understood. Rest assured, leave it to me. You got this. After all, you got quite the track record when it comes to breaking and entering. Ha, you flatter me. Meanwhile, at Noctis Trading Co., Ltd. Excuse me, is this Noctis Trading? Someone on the Lafu's Goldstream Merchant Guild should have contacted you on my behalf to arrange a meeting with your company's representative. Oh, hi, let me check. You're Miss Tarrying? Is that correct? Tarrying. Please, wait here for a moment. Mr. Noctis is currently in a meeting. Is nobody getting the nickname Terror in Fog going to be a running joke? How long will it take then? I'm sorry, the schedule says it'll take another half a system hour. You can leave your number and come back later. I'll notify you as soon as Mr. Noctis finishes his meeting. That's fine, I'll just wait here. Wow, we got a half hour to wait? Silverwolf, Benefactor, looks like we've got a 30-minute window to sneak in and find the data we need. But for a shady company, they sure have a lot of guards. Relax, we got this. Can, let's create a distraction and draw them away. That should give Ting Yun enough time to reach the office area. Play the piano remotely. Make the car honk. Switch the camera feed. What a ruckus. Seriously, does anything around here work anymore? Just suck it up. We'll be off the clock soon. Next shift to deal with the headache. Suck it up? Fine then. Time to bring out the big guns. Warning. Warning. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Oh no! Car's gonna blow! Everyone take cover! I knew it. I told you Noctis' collection of junk wasn't worth it. Quit yapping. Get to cover before we're toast. Don't you think that's a bit too much for a distraction? Yeah, I think I should have gone with the piano. Save it. Oh, God. What's going on out there? Sounds like one of Noctis' hunk of junks is about to blow up. Don't worry about it. It happens all the time. His cars blow up all the time? Well, they're certainly used to it. Silver Wolf benefactor, looks like these few aren't moving. You'll have to give them a little nudge. No problem, we're on it. Just make sure you stay out of sight. Fry the computer. Mess with the water cooler. I mean, we've been going anti-technology here. Let's just fry the computer. Oh no, I think the computer just died. I haven't even put my staff lunch order for next week. Seriously? Is food all you ever think about? Great job, Can. She's gonna be occupied with that for a while. Switch the camera feed. Fry the computer again. Mess with the lockers. Ooh, that's scary. What was that noise? It's coming from the locker area. Oh, for the love of... Did Dyke seriously stash his pet nose walker in his locker again? Go check out before it escapes like last time. Not again. Alright, I'll take a look. Anything but a nose walker. Please, Dyke, give me a break for once. Great work, Can. He's going to be occupied with that for a while. Now's your chance, Ting Yun. Get to the core area. Is that Silver Wolf's trailer just playing on the TV back there? Oh no, it's the cutscene. It's the cutscene where she fought the giant emoji. As well as, like, some clips of her just in general. Okay, it's a mix of Silver Wolf clips. Interesting. You two make a great team. I'm impressed. Alright, where are we now? We've reached the office area, but there are a lot of rooms. Any idea where the data is? Beats me. Let's check them one by one. Try the restricted room. Wait. Are you a Star Traveler? What are you doing here? Oh my god, it's Star Traveler again! Why are you here again? Please don't tell anyone. I finally found a place to hide from that woman. Oh god. I gotta send this to my buddy. That's none of our business, Can. Let's keep moving. Try the closet. That's a closet? Whoa, this place is packed. I bet half the loot they've recovered is stashed here. There's so much stuff, and it's not like they can report a robbery if it goes missing. You thinking what I'm thinking? You read my mind. But that's not why we're here. Let's save it for next time. Switch camera feed. Alright, Office 1. It's got a red sign out front. Okay. Seriously? Not even a computer? How does this guy work? Can't hack what isn't digital, right? True. Well, let's get out of here. This place is making me itchy. An office with nothing in it. Office number 2. This looks like the one. Yep, this is the one. Bingo. That's Noctis' name on the screen. The data has to be inside. Can't you just hack it from here? Nah, we need Ting Yun to plant the Aether sticker first, otherwise the digital footprint would lead them straight to us. The door seems to be dead-bolted. Sir Wolf Benefactor, can you open it remotely? Piece of cake. There's a control room down the hall. We can use the cameras to hack our way through. Alright, hacking cameras. Hack the next camera. I don't know how this helps me get through a deadbolt. Hack the next camera. Okay, we're in. Let's see. Yeah, yep, this room. This looks like a server room. Open door to Office 2. You're good to go, Ting Yun. Door's open. It worked. I'm in. Thanks for the help, guys. Now this one's password protected, and it's full of data. We're running out of time. Any ideas? Relax, just slap the Aether sticker somewhere out of sight, like the back of the computer. I'll take it from here. Done. That's it? You don't need me to stay until the data is secure? You've been watching too many spy movies. A real Aether hacker doesn't need to hang around and look suspicious. Just get out of there now. I'll wipe the surveillance footage as soon as you're clear. Got it. On my way out. Thanks again, you two. Piece of cake. And you basically walked out of Noctis trading without breaking a sweat. No one even looked twice. Now that we've got the data, let's find a tea house to analyze everything. Sounds good. See you in a bit. Come on, let's go. Let's go to the tea house and meet Ting Yun. Hold on, there's a shortcut off the tower. Whoa, talk about a thrill ride. Let's take it. That looks awesome. Lead the way. Pass, I'm not great with heights. I guess it wants me to take the helicopter down. Oh. Shape-shifting furbo. Okay. Ow! Ghosts! Ghosts! Oh, we're invincible. Okay. I wonder what these music notes are for. Galileo's Iron Ball. Well, that was a rush. I'd love another go. But, case first, I guess. Luckily, this shortcut is always available. We can come back whenever we... But seriously, who builds something this insane? The people here do have a wild sense of humor. I'm hooked. This is just basically casually hanging out with Silverwolf, the quest. I completely forgot that we're doing this to just get lore on where Fullwish got the Shuhu particles from. This tea house is Pearl's office, isn't it? Or I guess the office that Pearl met in 4.0. Yep, there's the Worldbreaker Waves, which we can use to enter the Phantasmoon Courtyard. Hello, Terror and Fog. The Tarrying Fugue. Well, did we find anything good in that data? Whatchamacallit trading sure loves their paperwork. Every client history is neatly encrypted and filed. The security's not bad, but not good enough to stop me. I sifted through the data on my way over, and one name stood out. Guillaume Quenmeyer from the Intelligentsia Guild. Right. We have a name that we can actually attach things to. He arrived at planarcadia right after Fullwish attacks started. He barely stayed at all before hitching a ride out on one of the Noctis ships. Was this Quenmeyer guy trying to smuggle something in? Not quite. He didn't hire them for import services. He wanted them to help him export high-risk biohazard cargo. He was trying to cover his tracks. Well, that's the only way to explain it. Following the Fullwish incident, someone sent Quenmeyer to planarcadia to try to recover the remains of Shuhu's flesh, but failed and got out. I agree, so I looked up his travel records. Care to guess when he was last in planarcadia? 15 years ago, right? Bingo. 15 years ago. He arrived just before the Herald of Death incident and left immediately after. So he was the one who brought Shuhu's flesh back then. Indeed, 15 years ago, Quenmire followed orders to bring Shuhu's flesh to Planarcadia, which caused the first Herald of Death incident. Once the dust settled, he must have tried to retrieve Shuhu's flesh and hide his tracks. But he didn't retrieve everything. The remnants of Shuhu's flesh left behind in Planarcadia caused the second Herald of Death incident, which forced Quenmire to return to Planarcadia to finish the job once and for all. I agree with all that, but we're still sitting here with zero hard evidence. We'll just have to ask Quenmire himself. Let me guess, Quenmire is already dead? Unfortunately. Where the hell did you come from? Unfortunately, yes. Oh, hi, Kuchiba. You're here too. Whoa, where'd you guys come from? You got a leak or something? My security is better than that. Relax, you didn't leak anything. I'm just that much better at finding things. Please don't be alarmed. We're here to help. What was that whole shtick with Kuchiba showing up at the end of the story, though? I wonder what her deal is. Can't talk to them. Exchange information. The assistants you two mentioned earlier, what exactly did you mean? I've always been the type to settle scores, but with the conspiracy behind all this runs way too deep. Kuchiba and I are too close to Pearl. One wrong move and she'll be caught in the crossfire. So, the three of you, who have no ties to Planarcadia whatsoever, are the perfect candidates to investigate this case. Back to business. Scholar Quenmire was found dead this morning. What a coincidence. How'd he die? Suicide. That's ridiculous. He was silenced. But without evidence, it can only be ruled as a suicide. That's not how you rule deaths. How did he die? Cause of death. Time of death. Plus, he didn't die in Planarcadia, so it's outside our jurisdiction. In that case, I'm rather concerned about the safety of those folks in the Noctis trading. No need to worry about that. If someone wanted them dead, they'd be dead already. These guys are just ignorant delivery pawns. If whoever's pulling the strings hurts them, it'll only draw unwanted attention. So what kind of assistance will you offer again? Honestly, we're not sure if this can actually help you guys out. Someone quietly wiped out a massive amount of evidence related to this case, and the surveillance footage at the Sinwish Syndicate building. They were all conveniently busted after the crime. That is a good point. And this is Skott's personal computer, but the data was also deliberately erased. Wiping everything would be too obvious, so the mastermind only deleted work-related information. The personal data was left intact, along with a huge collection of questionable content. This personal information is completely useless to us, even a bit mentally scarring. But Ken, you know Skott pretty well. Maybe there's a lead in here that only you could spot? Dear God, I have to go through his personal effects. Miss Kuchiba accidentally left this computer in the tea house. She'll be back to pick it up in 5 system hours. Before that, the two of us are gonna grab some noodles. You guys carry on. Hold on. About Quenmire, I dug something up. Might be safer if I spill it with all 5 of us here. Miss Silverwolf, what did you find? Quenmire sent a bunch of one-way encrypted messages during his time in Planarcadia. Multi-layered encryption, auto-delete after reading. Even I couldn't crack them. But I did trace where those messages were sent to. Pearl's dedicated office line. Pearl killed him. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. She's not going to silence us, is she? Huh. Madame Pearl has no reason to stage all this herself. Complex thinking isn't exactly my strong suit, so I can't think of a reason either. But I utterly trust in Pearl. There's no way she'd do anything to harm Planarcadia. What about you, Kuchiba? What do you think? You guys can handle the rest of the investigation yourselves. Miss Kuchiba, let's go grab some noodles. Okay. Take care, you three. Kuchiba is suspicious of Pearl. Looks like the next step is to investigate Mr. Scott's computer. Maybe there really are secrets that even the mastermind hasn't discovered, just like Mr. Ashvale said. We get to go into Scott's computer. Investigate Scott's computer. Mechs, Intellitrons, mechs. Ugh, this person's taste is seriously weird. That's normal. Some people like mechs. The vast majority of these materials really are questionable content. My eyes are going to end up with permanent damage at this rate. Scott was a real piece of work. His entire digital legacy is nothing but this junk. Wait, you find something? No. This can't be it. What'd you find? Shouldn't have left these behind. There's no way he'd save this. He'd have this stuff on his computer. Tell me! I'm the audience here! Could someone have planted these to ruin his reputation? That's not what I meant. Can, do you remember? I'd be more concerned about yourself, Scott. Why were you storing your private data on an IPC computer? Private data? I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea, huh? I noticed you paid a hefty sum for the end-of-life data deletion service, so I'm guessing there must be something worth seeing. You stop right there. That's private. Who gave you permission to invade my privacy? Just stop. Right. So his computer was supposed to delete everything if he died, but it didn't. Skott bought the end-of-life data deletion service. These questionable content should have vanished from his computer the instant he passed away. So these questionable content were left on purpose, because the mastermind wouldn't bother to check these, and removing them would draw unnecessary attention. Exactly. These mech films are a gift Skott specially prepared for us. Please don't say it like that. It makes me a little uncomfortable. Oh, it's mech porn. Okay, that is a little bit more weird. My bad. Yeah, I couldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Anyway, if my hunch is right, Skott must have buried some information in these files. Let me check. Looking very intently at it. Got it. What'd you find? Every questionable content had the same string of numbers deliberately hidden in its identifier code. And when you decode the string, it says, "Trust in the invisible hand." Who puts that as their last words? Neon Genesis capitalist. Mr. Skott is a refined opportunist. He wouldn't go through all that trouble or even abandon his dignity just to leave us some proverb. The invisible hand must be referring to something else. But I really wish he'd been clearer in his last words. Like maybe just write down the mastermind's name outright. He couldn't risk it. He knew full well that the mastermind would comb through his belongings inside and out. If he had left anything too obvious, they would have sniffed it out. So in the end, he could only go with something as vague as invisible hand. Hold on, the invisible hand. I feel like I've heard something like that before. Oh, I remember now. Someone posted on Forbobo Weekly saying that they spotted a hand over the Sinwish Syndicate building. Huh. If the sighting record was at the Sinwish Syndicate building, then the invisible hand could very well be referring to it. Great. Our investigation has progressed from a trashy entertainment to the internet ghost stories. I hope I won't play a game of deduction like this. Anyway, it's the only lead we have. Let's go take a look. Alright, to the Sinwish Syndicate building, which I'm surprised we haven't gone to yet to investigate. This is moving at a pretty decent pace. Oh, we're crashing. Duo Mention City. Sorry, Dovebrook District, not Duo Mention City. I remember a person from Forbobo Weekly saying that the hand appeared on the first floor, so let's search the area. The invisible hand. Huh. Hello there, may I ask? Ah, they finally found me. I'm done for. Boss, guys, and Mr. Skott, I'm sorry. Looks like I couldn't escape fate after all. I'll be joining you soon. Calm down. How can I calm down? I've seen what you're capable of. I'm just a weak little imaginated ghost with barely any wish power. There's no way I could stand up against you guys. The only reason I escaped the Daybreak Squadron is because I'm so insignificant. Nobody even noticed me. Who would have thought that in the end, I still couldn't escape the fate of being murdered? Woe is me! Hey, my little hand friend, there's no need to be scared. Just relax. See that person with the gray hair? That's Can from the Astral Express. They're definitely not here to hurt you. In fact, they're the one who defeated the Daybreak Squadron. That's right, I've already avenged you. If you're from the Astral Express, I can trust you. Please, just give me a moment to collect myself. My name is Hayek. I am a receptionist of the Sinwish Syndicate, and the sole survivor of the bloodbath not that long ago. Man, this is the only survivor of the Sinwish Syndicate massacre. The hand of the ghost of a hand of the secretary. Wait, why would Skott know to trust the hand then? That means that they were a ghost before the bloodbath. They were the ghost of a hand before it, and they were a planarcadia is weird. Never thought I'd say this, but not bad, Skott. You've got some skills. If you don't mind, could you tell us what happened from your perspective? Of course. In fact, I've been waiting for you all along. I'm just the receptionist at the Sinwish Syndicate building. I don't know much about gangs and mobs. They were a ghost of a hand, and they were the secretary for the Sinwish Syndicate. But lately, Mr. Skott has been visiting the Sinwish Syndicate quite frequently, always to discuss those masks. My guess is it's about the mask for the Phantasmoon games, but I don't know the specifics. Maybe it's precisely because I'm completely clueless about all this internal stuff that Mr. Skott actually enjoys chatting with me. Giving me little lessons, venting his frustrations, that sort of thing. According to him, my dad taught me from a young age that the only thing worth trusting is the invisible hand. You're semi-transparent, so I can trust you just halfway. Oh, God. Skott, your dad is an asshole. And he went to jail because you sent him there. Later on, the gang leader apparently kept the mask for himself and refused to return it to Mr. Skott. Every time he left a meeting with the leader, he'd be absolutely fuming, coming to me to vent nonstop. All I could do was smile and nod, providing some emotional support. Wait, a hand can smile and nod? Then, out of nowhere, he just turned to me and said, "Listen up, little one. If anything goes down here, you need to stay hidden. You're pretty much invisible anyway. No one should notice you. Then no matter who comes looking for you, you shall not show yourself. The second you pop up, you're dead." Mr. Skott, what do you mean by this? Shush. Don't interrupt me when I'm talking. Just listen. I've gotten myself into some serious trouble with your cursed gang. With that pea-sized brain of yours, there's no way you can tell who's been bought off. So no matter who comes looking for you, stay hidden. Don't trust anyone except for the crew of the Astral Express. Because those guys on the Astral Express are stubborn like rocks in a sinking ship, and nobody can buy them off. I don't understand. You don't need to understand. Just remember one thing. That bunch of buffoons on the Astral Express, they're your only way out now. What happened next, you probably know better than I do. 3 members of the Daybreak Squadron stormed into the Sinwish Syndicate and started slaughtering everyone. I followed Mr. Scott's orders and went into hiding. I haven't shown my face since. That was like weeks ago. But before that, I did one more thing. Before I went completely dark, I backed up the surveillance footage from the day onto my personal device. Please take it. I don't know if it'll help you, but it helps more than you know. You did well. The mastermind deleted the original footage, but they had no idea that you saved a copy. Skott actually thought that highly of me. We can't let Scott's trust go to waste. Fine, fine. Guess we're getting that guy some justice after all. One more thing. Have you watched this footage yourself? Of course not. Just holding this thing is enough to get me killed 10 times over. Do you think I'd actually dare to watch it? Hey, relax. Once we sort this mess out, you'll be safe. But until then, stay hidden. Don't let anyone find you. When it's all over, Can will come find you and let you out. No. Got it. I'll stay put. Thank you, all of you. Let's head back to the tea house for the time being and watch that movie. All right, the security footage. Please warp me back there and don't make me actually have to go through the map. Well, we're going to get through this in probably under an hour at this rate.
Saving progress. Next time, let's crank it up a notch.
All right, let's check Skott's PC. Watch there be an AI Skott saved on here now. Paul Wave, you've got some nerve, you know that? Handing out that mask like it's nothing. You think that's yours to give away? Mr. Skott, you flatter me. We're businessmen. To you, that mask might have been some priceless treasure. To us, a slot in the Phantasmoon games is just another item. Goes to the highest bidder. You idiot, you have no idea what you're doing. You're inviting disaster on yourself and on me. Uh-oh. Who are you people? Who let you in? Here goes Costide. Boss! Boss, run! What's going on here? What do you want? Mr. Skott, what is this? What else? Trouble's here. He's just gonna sit down? Oh, he's actually gonna answer the phone. Hello, we're kind of busy right now. Call back later. Go on, shoo, scram. Mr. Skott, I have to hand it to you. Cool as a cucumber even now. Who is this? Wait, is that the guy in the fedora that's at the top of Foolish TV? Was all this really necessary? We're both spies planted in the strategic investment department. If we can't watch each other's backs, fine. But turning on each other? You misunderstand, Mr. Skott. I'm not here to kill you. I don't plan to. The ones who need to go are these clueless plews who don't know when to quit. You're not involved. You warned them multiple times. They didn't listen. What can you do? The boss entrusted them with that mask. Not so that they could run wild with it. I get it. But how about you ask the boss if we can just give them a good beating and call it a day? I never knew the Lone Wolf Skott had such a soft spot. Look, I'm not going to waste time on this. Let's talk cooperation. After this is done, you and me, we're on the same boat. For good. From here on out, our trust is going to reach a whole new level. That's a good thing, trust me. You and me, we're going to pull off some incredible stuff in this Phantasmoon games. Huh. I believe you, but nah, I'll pass. I've done my fair share of shady stuff. Stole some goods, made some bribes. But straight up murder for profit? That's a bit too far, don't you think? Listen up, Skott. I don't want to kill you, but if you refuse to cooperate, then you leave me with no choice. Cooperate with you? And what then? You think I won't get killed after we work together? You think you're safe? We all knew the deal the day we joined. One day they'll come for us too. This is kind of interesting. I wonder what's going on here. I am Lyndon Skott. My house sigil is the Lone Wolf. My family creed is no friends, no enemies, just prey. And yet for decades this so-called Lone Wolf has done nothing but play the loyal lapdog and lick their boots. Right now, I'm going to die anyway. If I'm going to die anyway, I'd rather die as a wolf. You want a dog? Try a dog shelter. Is that so? What a shame. Do it. Heh. We'll meet again soon. In the hell for fools. And thus, Skott died. Did he just get pickaxed? They used the pickaxe animation from Amphorius. So who was on the phone with Skott? There's a spy in the strategic investment department. I can't believe that mask would lead to such a murder case. Skott really got a spine, huh? At least he didn't choose to go along with it. Mr. Skott seemed to follow the principles more than most. A person's true measure shows when they're faced with life and death. At the very least, in that moment, he was someone worthy of respect. The mastermind disguised their voice. We can't identify them from that. How are we supposed to find them now? Mr. Skott, if only you'd screamed the killer's name right before you died. Maybe we could check the Sinwish Syndicate's call logs? Shouldn't be hard for Miss Silverwolf, right? What are you looking? Miss Silverwolf? You've been quiet for a while. Was the footage too gruesome for you? Yeah, hold on. Almost done. There, done. No, wait. Miss Terror and Fog, who do you think you're talking to? Go ahead. Tell people a Stellaron hunter can't handle a little blood? Let's see who they laugh at, you or me. Then what were you doing just now? Just put the video up for auction on the dark web. Ah, you're gonna see if you're gonna try to use it as bait to catch the real mastermind. What, Miss Silverwolf? What are you doing? If you need money, I can lend you some. So you're fishing for a lead. See, this is why you're my best friend, sharp as always. The mastermind's out there silencing everyone. The second they see my auction listing pop up online, won't take them half a system hour to track us down and finish the job. Detectives of old went out looking for the killer. Modern detectives, we let the killer come to us. It's like fishing without a hook. Well, that's not quite right term, but you get the point. Well, she was doing a fishing minigame in her character trailer, and now she's fishing for a murderer. Won't that mastermind see through it? That's the second time today you've underestimated me. I'm gonna get angry, you know. Who do you think I am? Relax, their hacking skills are basically non-existent. There's no way they'll figure out that we're baiting them. They'll probably think some crooked security officer is trying to make some quick cash. I almost envy them, getting the Stellaron hunter Silverwolf to personally bait the trap. Well, it's a decent plan. Glad you recognize my brilliance. So now we just wait for the killer to show up. Since we got time to kill, why not guess who they really are before they get here? And I, the super genius Alpha Wolf, have already cracked the case. We've got every clue we need. The mastermind is someone who already crossed our path in our trailblazing expedition in planarcadia. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting. Are you actually Sparkle in disguise? That line felt weirdly familiar. But they are friends. Does she own the copyright on that line? Even I can vaguely feel it. The clues point to the same person. What stood out to me most was that last bit of dialogue on the surveillance footage. The killer's original intent wasn't to kill Skott. The killer is a mole inside the strategic investment department. The killer sent the Daybreak Squadron to kill a lot of people. It's Full Wish, right? Or someone working for Full Wish. That part is interesting, but probably not the clue we're after. The killer is a mole inside the strategic investment department. Exactly, which means the mastermind must be an official within the strategic investment department back in planarcadia. And we mentioned that the person that was working with Full Wish that got silenced sent a call straight to Pearl's office. Another detail that caught my attention is the one that Miss Silverwolf uncovered. Scholar Quenmeyer sent multiple encrypted messages to Madame Pearl's office before she died. Right, and that's actually terrifying the more you think about it. Any guesses as to why? Pearl was running the whole show herself. Pearl was afraid the killer would silence her. The killer can intercept messages at will. Exactly. The mastermind is probably someone inside the strategic investment department who can intercept messages sent to Pearl's office whenever they want. Alright, with those two clues, the killer's identity is pretty much out in the open. Gotta admit, it's a total blind spot while Quenmeyer kept sending encrypted messages to Pearl. Yeah, those messages were never meant for Pearl at all. They were meant for someone else on that office channel. Another strategic investment department official. Someone who reads every message before Pearl does, and decides whether she even gets to see them at all. And that someone is... you, the person who just walked in. The CEO's secretary, Miss Mia. Man, what a callback. Who remembers Miss Mia from 4.0? So it was a setup. Didn't see that coming. Guess I fell for it after all. Looks like you're desperate, silencing witnesses yourself. Time's supposed to be done. We actually never met her. Only Himiko and Welt did. Looks like you're desperate, silencing witnesses yourself. Times must be tough. Can't be helped. The boss didn't give us much of a budget. This boss you speak of is in the marketing development department, right? Stop trying to get information out of me. You won't have time for... I don't have time for this. Right now, it's do or die. Go. Tear them apart. Well, we actually have some combat in here now. Is there going to be dialogue during the combat?
My strength isn't what it was. Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Sunny day, State.
Feeling sticky?
Oh, we're getting some bad lag. Oh, that was the end of the battle anyway. Also, wasn't Ashvale and Kuchiba supposed to show up back in like 5 hours? While you were waiting for me, you three did not contact the security officers, did you? Clearly, you have other plans for me. Actually, that's exactly what we need to discuss right now. Miss Silverwolf, it looks like we are both after the same target, but if I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to deliver her to Madame Pearl in secret. And you're supposed to take her to the Xianzhou. It appears we have reached a bit of an impasse. To be honest, I'm just here for the money. I couldn't care less who she ends up with. And you're just here on the Lafu's behalf to help Miao Guang. This has nothing to do with us, so there's no reason to fight over it. Let's just give our bosses a call to explain the situation and let them fight it out themselves. Miss Silverwolf, you certainly have a way of seeing right through things. Your suggestion is quite reasonable. Sir will continue to explain the situation to their respective bosses. Before long, both sides seem to have reached an agreement. They've reached an agreement, and the verdict is... let the neutral party from the Astral Express make the call. So I have to call the shots now? All four of you sure are experts at passing the buck. Don't worry, just make a choice. Hand her over to Yao Guang or Pearl. Make your call, and that's it. Simple enough. Either way, I'm finished. I guess even Skott could talk sense every now and then. Since I'm already at death's door, let me at least set the record straight on one thing. I did not bring Shuhu's flesh in, and I certainly did not order anyone else to do so either. The boss's original orders for me were to just bring biological weapons. That was all. That was all? Compared to Shuhu's flesh, that's practically nothing. But that item was swapped with Shuhu's flesh at Planarcadia, and everything just went completely south from there. So who swapped it out? Was it Asat Pramod? I do not know, and I do not care. Neither does the boss. Our goal was simply to throw Planarcadia into chaos. How that was done is irrelevant. That's quite the confession, but unfortunately, you're not going to die anytime soon. The information you have is too valuable. Whether it's the Zanjo Alliance or the Strategic Investment Department, they will surely take very good care of you until we have everything. Oh, even better, the choice is yours. Pick a place for me to retire, will you? As long as she's alive. Wow, I get to kill her? That's an option? I'm not that ruthless, but, let's see. I know that the Zanjo will just throw her in the shackling prison, and I don't really know how that works. Well, actually, we have a pretty good idea how that works. Yao Guang was probably the better choice, to be honest. But I feel like we'll get more information out of her either way. Should we stay on Pearl's good side, though? Yeah, let's throw the Strategic Investment Department a bone. Understood. General Ya Guang respects your decision. I'll join Miss Silverwolf and hand Mia over to Madame Pearl. Okay, then, let's go. Can, thank you so much. Let's meet up at the TV tower for a bit. We still haven't seen Full Wish's acrobatics recording yet. Right! We gotta see how she stacked up all those chairs. I completely forgot that that's what we were originally going to do. Later that day. Alright, here we go. Higher on the left. Whoa, easy now. Keep the right side steady, would you? Oh my god, she's forcing them to stack the chairs. Add 2 chairs behind so the sides match. I said hold it steady, will you? I thought she climbed up there. Turns out she was carried up like she was on a like she was in a sedan chair. Would it be a bit twisted if I said I wanted to see her fall flat on her face? You know what, Ting Yun? You and I might actually get along pretty well. So now that the Phantasm games are back on track, what do you say we team up and smash Can's raccoon head? I thought we were besties, Wolfie. Only the best of friends deserve to be totally wrecked, no holds barred. That's just how gamers show respect. What a pity. I'm afraid I can't partner with Miss Silverwolf to oppose my benefactor. General Yao Guang has ordered me to leave Planarcadia right after Skott's investigation ends. There are alliance matters that require my assistance. Huh, what a shame. I was just starting to vibe with you. So you ever coming back? That's hard to say, but I shall keep a close eye on the Phantasm games. I hope you both put on a truly spectacular performance. See you next time. I'll miss ya. I'll miss you too, benefactor. Shh, hold on. Save the sappy goodbye for later. The real show's starting. Hey, 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 ouch! She fucking fell. Ah. I told you to keep the right side steady. What are you standing there for? Hurry up and help me up. Wow, she really fell. The Terran fog is a prophet of doom. Spooky. Please don't make me sound like a jinx. It was clearly her own lack of balance. You butterfingered fools. They're gonna be here any second. Director, they're already here. Forget about it. Don't bother lifting me. Just help me fix my makeup. All 3 of you stare intently at the surveillance footage for the Acrobatics Act. The clip sure is some top-tier entertainment. So she planned on being in that chair, but didn't end up in there. Hey, we got a Himiko card out of this. I didn't think we'd get a card for a reward. Blood of the Lone Wolf. I must take my leave from Planarcadia now. May your travels be safe, and may our paths cross again soon. You are starting to sound more and more like Madame Yao. I guess her personality is finally soaked in. What a fun and interesting pair. A pile of chairs. Come to think of it, how did Full Wish manage to move all these chairs up here by herself? A villain who meticulously decorates the map just to deliver a few cool lines. Talk about a boring sense of drama. She was very stereotypical. Didn't think that Mia was a traitor, though. Who didn't see that coming? Well, we're only about an hour and 12 minutes in. Not sure if there's anything else we can really do here. We did get an achievement, I believe. Galileo's Iron Ball. No assassin, no creed. Oh, reach the top. That's funny. Bowling master, interplanar jumps, hedgehogs. Okay. Territorial principle. Hand over Skott's killer to the strategic investment department, as if nothing ever happened. Ooh, actually, we should go back and talk to that secretary. Gotta find that secretary, tell them no that it's okay and they don't need to be hiding anymore. And then I guess we can write our little for Bobocom article at the end of this. Sinwish Syndicate receptionist. Hi.
My dear brothers. So much.
Ah, my great Can, you're here to see me. Does that mean everything's been wrapped up? Yeah, no one's going to try to kill you anymore. But still, keep a low profile, okay? Of course I will. You must have caught the culprit by now and avenged us and Mr. Skott, right? But that true mastermind behind it all, they're probably not going to be so easy to catch anytime soon, I guess. So even though my eyewitness testimony is useless now, and it's definitely not worth silencing me anymore, I still can't draw up too much attention to myself as long as that guy's still out there, am I right? Wait, did you get smarter or something? I learned that from Mr. Skott. One day I'll be just like him. Cunning and brave lone wolf. But rest assured, I'll keep a low profile and stay out of your hair. From now on, I'll be living right here in the Sinwish Syndicate building. A place this big can't just be left unattended, you know. I'll hold a vigil for them here. Then, after all, I'm probably the only one in this lousy gang who'll actually mourn. If there's anything you need help with, just give me a shout. I can do pretty much anything.
My dear brothers.
No one's going to try to kill you anymore. Okay, so this is the same dialogue. Alright. One last thing. We'd completed a chronicle. It's time to write an article. I assume it'll let us write an article about it. Oh, here it is. Official release. Miss Mia to step down as secretary to the CEO. The office of the CEO of Planarcadia announced today that Miss Mia has officially stepped down as secretary to the CEO. Mrs. Zephyr, former director of the Department of Housing Security, will assume the role effective immediately. According to well-informed sources, this personnel change may be related to a secret internal investigation into disciplinary violations. As of press time, the official CEO has not issued a response to these claims. Aberrations will be arrested. Thank you, Miss Mia, for all your hard work over the years. All the best for what lies ahead. Super Dimension Gen Z, all the best for what lies ahead. Pot of Orchid, all the best for what lies ahead. Lone Free Rider, all the best for what lies ahead. Mug of Life. Discipline Specialist, cut all the best for what lies ahead nonsense. What's with this internal investigation? Is it a resignation or did they get the boot? Terror and Fog. Ah. All the best for what lies ahead. Leveling Solo, all the best for what lies ahead. Drago Tiger Apex. Zephyr's pretty great. She's been pushing for affordable 2D world housing, and now she's finally got her shot at climbing the ladder. Good for her. Something about this whole thing feels off. The transfer order came out of nowhere, and the report was super vague. The strictest monkey. Yeah, this is Mr. N. Hey, don't jump to conclusions. Even if there's more to this than meets the eye, Madame Pearl's got to finish the investigation before she can give us the official word, right? Just sit tight and let things play out. Totally. Now I wonder what would have happened if I had turned her over to this Anjo. It would have definitely given us a different article then. Well, that is that. I can't think of much else to do here today. Should I do some warps? I guess I could do some warps. I've actually decided on that I'm not going to go for Eidolons for Silver Wolf level 999. At least not at this time. On a rerun banner, maybe. I have been given some advice that it's probably better to prioritize getting Yaoguang E1 over getting other Eidolons for, like, Silver Wolf or Sparksy. That being said, I could probably get away with doing it. Just cuz. And... oh, we have 43 of these. So let's just burn through some standard warps. And because I have E1 Sparksy, though, I might as well just dump what we have here, the freebies that we got from this patch. And see if we can get any lucky at all. But before that, I got some standard warps. So let's do some standard warps. Because I want to get some Welt Eidolons after his Nova Flare just came out. I've been having a lot of bad luck on the standard banner lately. I seem to be only getting 5-star light cones, it feels like. Time waits for no one, so we're at 1 pity. So let's go pull up my paper so I can get my notes out. Stellar Warp. 1 pity. Let's go to 11. Maybe we'll get lucky. I don't think we got lucky. Can I at least get some Don Hungs? I think I have Don Hung at E3. I want to get him to E6 just so I could say I have all the 4 stars at E6. Shadowed by Night. Oh, Yukong. Well, each one of those is another free pull. Alrighty, let's go to 21 pity. Oh, wow! We got an early! Let's see. Welter Yanqing. Welter Yanqing, baby. Welter Yanqing. Just not a light cone, please. Another Bailu. I think that puts Bailu tied for my highest Eidolon standard character now. Oh, this is only E2. After using ultimate, Bailu's outgoing healing increases... That's bad.
The life of a videoterer is like a dream.
That's kind of sad. Celestial Invitation. What do we have it set to right now? So yeah, our highest one is Bronya at 3. Yanqing's at 2. Bailu's at 2. Clara's at 1. Himiko's at 1. Welt's at nothing. And I think I clarified this in the last pool stream that honestly, I want to keep it this way for now, but I will swap this one out for Welt once we have an Argenti. Because I just like to have an Argenti so that I could use them as a Herta sub DPS. And let's go back to doing some more of these. We got a really early one. So we are probably... Let me just check the footage real quick. So yeah, there's 4. We're at 4 pity. All right. So that was a 17, a 5-star on 17 pity. All right. Let's do another 20. 14 pity. Nothing in here. Can I get a Don Hung? A Lynx. Alrighty, let's go to 24. Can we get lucky again? That would have been hilarious, though. Shadowed by night. All right. So, we have a few free ones here. And I believe we have a surprising amount here. So, let's see if I can get lucky. We pulled a double on Sparksy, so I already have E1 Sparksy. So, I don't feel too bad about potentially dumping some pulls here if we don't get her, we don't get her. What is my current pity here? My limited pity, it says 4. Let's confirm if my notes match up with reality. 1, 2, 3, 4. Indubitably. And if we lose 50-50, please give me Blade or Argenti. Alright. Here we go. 4 pity, going up to 14. We did just get a 17 on the standard banner, so I would not be surprised. Pitch Dark, Hook the Great. Have I ever commented on how much I like Hook's splash art? Alrighty. Let's go to 24 pity. Oh, I thought that was doing the rainbow little thingy again, but nope. 24 it is. I also don't feel bad dumping a bunch of these pools because of how early we ended up getting Silverwolf. We got her in, like, what was it? According to my notes, 32 pity. That being said, we went 74 pity for her light cone. Now that I have Gallagher at E6, I sure see him a lot more often on these banners. Man, I think we spent, like, over 450 pulls just to get E6 Gallagher. Crazy nonsense. Alrighty, 34. We've gotten 34 before. No luck. Come on, game. Throw me a bone. Give me a double. I dare you. You know what? Give me a Welt and a Silverwolf 999 in the same 10 pull. You won't. Hi, Shuyi. There's a lot of 4 stars in this 10 pull. Alrighty. Last one before we decide on whether or not I do more pulls just to pad out the length of this stream. Alright, we're going to 44 pity, which is effectively halfway to max pity. Alrighty. One. Alright. So we didn't get a 5-star in 44 pulls. We got a bunch of Pitch Dark Hooks the Greats, which I realized I started counting on the Silverwolf pull stream, but then I forgot to keep counting, and I know that we've gotten at least 2 of them today. So that's like 5, just on Silverwolf's banner alone. I completely forgot that Shu Yi is even right up here. Alright. So, I could do more. We got some stuff here. Let's just keep going until we hit a 5-star. Might as well just pad out the runtime a little bit. $54 pity. No dice. We're basically just pushing my luck at this point. I'm mostly doing this for the funsies. But Silverwolf's E1 is good if we get it. Alrighty. Going to 64 pity. Drum roll, please. Nope. So I think we're at soft pity now. Unless soft pity is 75, like some people say. It might be 75. We tend to get most of our pulls in the 70 to 77 range. And that's kind of where I expect it to happen here. We got our light cone in 72. We got her in 32. So let's split the difference and say 70 on the money. So, let's go to 74 pity, if we go to 74 pity, because I think this is the 5-star. Wow, I was wrong. I think we have another 10 pull-in tickets now after this as well. Look, another hook. That's like the 6th one. Alrighty, so we're at 74. This is going to 84. Which, just a reminder, if I remember correctly, I think we actually went to max pity when we pulled for the original Silverwolf in my very first pull stream that I remember doing, which would have been all the way back in the, what was it, 1.5? I want to say 1.5. Alrighty. Please say we're not going to 84. Okay. It's in these 10 pulls. So pull number, let's say 77. I'm guessing 77. Here's pull number 75. That was 75. This is 76. 77! Darn, we were off. 78. 79? Hey, we won! Our luck has been, on 50/50s, has been pretty good lately. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What's with all the hooks? 5. Okay. 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. So we got 79. 79 pity was the Silverwolf pull. Silverwolf 999 on 79. Leaving us with 5 pity for next time. And I think we should actually save here for Yao Guang at this point. Because I think on Yao Guang's banner, unless there's like a run that I really, really want, I've been recommended that we probably pull her to E1. Just because it'll make the team broken. This will make you last a little bit long. Eidolon 1, Ether Editing, Eidolon +1. Enemy targets in the zone take 20% increased damage, so we have a 20% vuln while her ult is up. While exiting the God mode player state, hidden MMR will not be cleared. Instead, 20% of hidden MMR will be retained, which means getting to the next ult is faster.
One step closer to the perfect build.
I think this is a pretty good Eidolon, all things considered. And honestly, I don't think I've noticed this before now, but you can actually kind of make out what the Eidolon picture is before you unlock it. I didn't used to notice that. Yeah, you can actually kind of make it out. So, like, my team is almost a full E1 team now. She should play a lot more better now, so look forward to some of that content, I guess. Maybe I'll retry Anomaly Arbitration. If people want to see me do that on stream, let me know and I'll do stuff like that. But in the meantime, I will see you all in the next stream. We'll be streaming again tomorrow. It'll be reading the most recent One Piece chapter, unless it's on break. And if not, I'll probably spend most of the day editing my most recent 2 streams, and then finishing the event in Genshin. The next Star Rail stream that we do in the future will likely be this Cosmic Data Roaming event. I want to do Cosmicon Roll On. But, where is it? This is the button I want to hit, missions. But we have whatever this exploration, or the renovation escapade is, which I think is the new multiplayer mode thingy, where we can explore other people's parlor cars. It's a nice mode. I asked for them to add this in one of the surveys, but now that we're finally getting it, I don't know if it's got enough features to be worth even being in the game yet. But yeah, it's an anniversary. We have so much content to look forward to. And by the time you are watching this on YouTube, the Marvelous Night trailer will have come out. It was like 7 hours from going live before I went live right now. So we're now we're at about an hour and a half after. So we're about 5.5 hours away from the anniversary concert from going up. So go watch that if you haven't yet. I don't think that they gave us an animated short for it, because instead this year we got the weird thingy with the new Phantom Moon game, where we got a series of trailers related to that with the web event that was going on. If you haven't done the web event yet, it is finished, so I think you could probably clear it in a day. I don't know when the event goes away. Is it in here? Or Phantom Moon new game. So yeah, 800 free jade if you do it. It's probably worth it. You got 3 days left to complete it, which I think is just enough time if you haven't started yet. But if you're watching this in the future, when I've uploaded this to YouTube in like 4 days, this is going to be gone. But go watch the trailers for it. It's pretty fun. And Nihilix breaks the 4th wall, and Silverwolf breaks the 4th wall, so look forward to that. Anywho, lastly, before we go, just a reminder that I let everybody know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it in my Discord. Links to it are where links are. Well, I've padded out the runtime of this stream just enough, so it's worth my time. Anywho, see you all next time. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.